Hi guys, this is Mr. Urrego. Welcome back to our series Beat the Test, the review for the geometry and of course exam. Okay, let's work on 43. The equation of a circle is shown. X squared minus 6x plus y squared plus 2y minus 14 equals 0. That's the equation. What is the exact measure of the radius? So the radius is the question. Use the equation editor tool to enter your answer. So please make sure you check back on my channel. I'm going to do a video how to use the equation editor so you're ready for the day of the exam. Right now, I have this. So let me get this as a pen. So this is the equation of the circle, but I know the equation of the circle is x minus h to the second plus y minus k to the second, which is equal to r squared. Here, my center is h comma k. But they're asking you for the radius. Okay, so the radius is r, obviously. In my equation is r squared. Keep that in mind. Okay, I have this. That means I need to turn that into this. How can I do that? Well, the idea is to put together the x's and the y's. So guys, this process is called completing the square. Completing the square. Let me start from over here in the original formula. So I'm going to go from here to something like this. Here we go. And I'll put a link underneath to show the complete process of completing the square. So x squared minus 6x plus y squared plus 2y minus 14 equals 0. My first step is to move any constants to the other side. So what is the constant? This 14. I'm going to bring that 14 to the other side. Okay? So I'm going to have x squared minus 6x. I just said that the process is called completing the square. Why? Because I have x squared minus 6x, and I'm going to put a blank right there. Okay? Plus, I'm going to try to use color code as much as I can. So now let me use the y's. Plus y squared plus 2y blank. Remember, this 14 and this 14 cancels out. Equals to 0 plus 14, 14. Again, x squared minus 6x, blank, y squared plus 2y, blank, cancels, equals 14. These blanks that I put on the other side, it has to be on the right side as well. So I'm going to have a blue blank right here, which is this blank. Whatever, I'm going to add a number here. Whatever I add in one side, I add in the other side. And same happens with the y's. Y squared plus 2y blank. I'm going to add something here, but I need to add it here on the other side. Whatever I do on one side, I do on the other side to keep my equation balanced. Okay, here we go. I'm not going to complete the whole process because the question is to find the radius. So the idea is to find this value. All right, that's my goal. If they ask me for the whole equation in the center, I move on. Only thing they're asking me is for the radius. You know what? I'll probably finish and do the center. So here we go. I need to complete the square. How can I complete the square? One number goes here. One number goes in this blank. I take any number that is in front of the x, which is negative 6. And that number is always the same process. I divide it by 2 to the second power. The number in front of the x divided by 2 to the second power. Negative 6 divided by 2 is negative 3 to the second power. Negative 3 to the second power is negative 3 times negative 3, which is going to give me 9. That means this blank is 9 here and 9 here. Whatever I do in the equation on the left side, I do it on the right side. Now let's do the same process for the y. Let me change the color so that it's going to help identify what's going on. Whatever's in front of the y, not the y squared, not the x squared. Whatever's in front of the y, which is the 2, I bring it down and I divide it by 2 and raise it to the second power. Divided by 2, raise it to the second power. 2 divided by 2 is 1. To the second power is 1. So that number goes in here. Plus 1. And I'm always adding. If I add 1 here, I add 1 in the other side, so my equation does not change. It stays balanced. Okay? So let's organize all that information. Here we go. So I'm going to put it here underneath, I guess. X squared minus 6x plus 9, right? Plus y squared plus 2y plus 1 equals, I have these three numbers on the other side. Add them, because there's no variables on there. So 1 plus 9 is 10, 10 plus 14 is 24. Okay, my last step is to factor this out. Remember, the question here is find the radius. When I have my equation organized, on the right side, this is r squared. R squared. Okay, so this value that is in the other side of the equal is r squared. So I have 24 is r squared. Asking me for the radius, square root, square root. Therefore, my radius is square root of 24. Let me see if they're asking you for anything in particular. What is the exact measure of the radius? Exact. That means you have to put the radical. They're not asking you to round it to 100. They're not asking you to round it to a tenth. They say the exact measure. So here on the editor tool, you have to type square root 24, and that will be your answer. Okay? Okay, so that's the answer for number 43. I'm done. Done. Let me explain the next step, just in case they ask you for the center as well. Okay? So I'm going to erase this, and I'm going to keep the equation on the bottom. Hold on for that. So I'll have x squared minus, I'm sorry, it's not plus, it's minus 6x plus 9 plus the y's are different. You know, the y's, I'll show you that in a minute. Plus 2y plus 1 equals 24. All right, so let me go back to the top. Look at the top. X minus h to the second power. How do I get that? From here, from this trinomial. This is related to the x. X squared minus something x and a constant. And then goes y minus k. Where's coming from y minus k? From the y squared all the way to the end. So I need to factor this out. Right now they're not asking for the center, and again, I'm done. 43, this is the answer. Extra step, and I hope you understand. If you're not understanding these steps, just relax. Close your eyes, like I said to my class. But this is a process that maybe they're going to ask you the center as well. So I need to complete the square. I'm sorry, I completed the square already. I need to factor this out. So I need to factor x squared minus 6x plus 9. Let me show you the process. How do I factor? Product and sum. Here comes algebra 1. Two numbers that you multiply, you get 9. But when you add or subtract, you get negative 6. 3 times 3 is 9, but 3 plus 3 is not negative 6. What about if I change the signs? Negative 3 times negative 3 is positive 9. Negative 3 minus 3 is negative 6, so my numbers are negative 3, negative 3. How can I factor the trinomial? X and x. In the two numbers that I found, I put in my first parenthesis and my second parenthesis. If you notice, the two parentheses are the same. It's like having x times x. What's x times x? X squared, right? It's like having that. I have the same parentheses. That means I'm going to have my same parentheses, but because I have two of them, I put them to the second power. So the way I factor x squared minus x plus 9 is having x minus 3 to the second power. So this is x minus 3 to the second power. And now I have the x minus h. I hope you're seeing the relationship. So x minus h is x minus 3. Therefore, from here, h is 3. Right? Opposite sign, like I explained in number 41, I'm pretty sure. Opposite sign, you have a negative 3 inside the parentheses, outside is positive 3. Same process with the y's. Look at the y's. I have y squared plus 2y plus 1. Two numbers that you multiply, you get 1, but when you add, you get 2. 1 times 1. 1 times 1 is 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. So the way I factor this trinomial is y plus 1 and y plus 1. but because they're the same, then I bring y plus 1 to the second power. So this trinomial is called a perfect square trinomial, and it's going to factor as y plus 1 to the second power. So this is plus y plus 1 to the second power equals to 24. And now look at the equation. It's the same as the equation that I have at the top. What's my h? Opposite of whatever is inside the parentheses, which is 3. What's my k? Opposite of whatever I have inside the parentheses. This is -1, then my k is, is +1, then my k is -1. If they ask you for the center is h comma k. H is 3. K, -1. And that's how you find the center if they ask you. I just went ahead because I like this problem. Okay, again, I'm going to link a couple of videos underneath. I'm going to link how to complete the square step by step, and also how to factor this trinomial. All right, so check below in the description for those 2 videos. Also, another video is we need to know how to use the equation editor, because in case we have to plug this in the day of the exam. Okay, guys, a lot of material. I hope you understand it. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, help me grow this thing. Okay, and stay tuned. All this was algebra. All right, we're doing geometry, but all this process is algebra, which is what's going to happen next year in algebra 2. Okay, so stay tuned, subscribe to the channel so I can help you out next year as well. All right, guys, take care. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.